Okay, let's see how this goes. Are we live streaming? Can you guys hear me okay? I see stream health is at 100%, so that's good news. Let me check DLive and see if that's streaming. Okay, let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me or if there's any distortion or anything like that. I'm using my AirPods, so I'm hoping that I don't run into any problems, but we'll see. Historically, it's not really been a very great way to go about streaming. I don't know how to get this going over here. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that alone. You can hear me. Cool. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my 1-year stream. It's pretty crazy to think that I've been doing this for a year now. I kind of just wanted to start off quickly by thanking everyone, first of all, for supporting me, for watching the channel, for commenting, for sharing. You know, obviously, YouTube is a strange culture, but without my viewers and without people interested in actually watching my content, then there would be no point in doing it. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. I honestly would have never guessed that this is where I would have ended up in a year, but yeah, and I'm actually technically a few days late. My 1 year was, I think, on the 25th or the 26th, but I've had a lot of content backed up this week that I've been supposed to be doing, so I've been trying to get that out of the way. Turn my ringer off on my phone. So, hello, okay. Everybody can hear me fine and good. Happy born on date? Yeah, right. All right, so I've got a bunch of questions from some of the admins in my Discord, a friend of mine, a bunch of other people, Twitter and stuff too. So we're going to go through those. If you guys, have any questions in the meantime, while I'm going through this whole gambit, you can certainly ask. My dog is being exceptionally aggravating this evening, so at some point he may start barking, so just disregard that. So, Mike from the Crypto Basic podcast, which, by the way, if you haven't heard of them or you don't listen to them and you like podcasts and you like crypto, you should go listen to them. They rule. His question is, do you think a decentralized crypto-based media platform for content creators could have some merit? I feel like it's needed, but I can't quite see the vision. Yeah, I think it's definitely needed. I mean, I've told the story 1,000 times on the channel, but when I was monetized on YouTube, it was about 9 months after I was eligible to actually be monetized. So they kind of screwed me out of getting whatever, I don't know, probably a whopping like $150 in views over the course of 9 months or something like that. But I do think that there's a need for a decentralized blockchain-based social media platform. I think especially based on the privacy issues that we've been having recently with Facebook, all the Russian bots and all the fake news and misinformation. I think it would be really, really important and pretty amazing if we had social media and news sources that were, transparent and immutable, and there was a little bit more, I guess, faith in these kinds of things that we have now, because what we're using isn't working. Facebook's not great, YouTube's not great, Twitter's okay, but there's a ton of fake bots. Speaking to his comment where he says he doesn't quite see the vision, to be honest, I don't either. Steemit kind of tried, right? They did an okay job. They've got DLive and DTube. I post on DTube. I'm supposed to be streaming on DLive right now, but it's not really working. So those are options, but they're not perfect. What would make them perfect? I don't really know. From a development standpoint, too, I'm not really equipped to give background thoughts or information on how I would expect it to get better. I just know that it should get better. I hope that they do figure something out. There's like Flixio, and there's Library. Honestly, I have to say, I know that I may seem biased, but my favorite social platform that's from a crypto standpoint is honestly Library. They have a beautifully working application. Besides the fact that it's not on mobile right now, that's really the only downside. There's a ton of content up there. You can tip people. You have control over it. It's quick. It's very user-friendly. So as far as that goes, that's great. But mobile-wise, that needs to be implemented for it to really take off. Let's see what the next one is. What is your prediction for the best identity token? To be frank, I don't know enough about identity tokens, JG. I really do need to do some research on those. The Key, Civic, those kinds of projects I've been meaning to look into, and I just haven't gotten to it. Okay, YouTube user Mice Elf. As a nutritionist, for those of you who don't know, I'm a dietitian. Actually, so myself, I'm going to correct you. Nutritionist is not like you could call yourself a nutritionist. Nutritionist is not a term that's regulated. Dietitian is. So I'm going to edit that. As a dietitian, what multivitamins, minerals, supplements do you recommend or use? I've been looking to this one called Intramax recently. So my view on multivitamins is unless you go to a doctor and they draw your blood and they tell you that you're vitamin deficient, you don't need a multivitamin. We should be getting what we need from our diet. And as far as speaking on what multivitamins work best, I don't know because I don't take any. I don't know if there's any ones that have like research behind them, if there's ones that are more bioavailable than others. So do your research, be cautious, because obviously a lot of them are very, very expensive for no good reason. World Traveler. If you could rearrange the days of the week, what would be the first day and what would be the last day? All right, well, Monday would still be the first day because I can't stand it. I'd like to do Wednesday next because Wednesday is middle of the week. I feel like it breaks it up. And I'm thinking work week. I'd still leave Friday as Friday. I don't know. I don't know if I'd mix them up. I'm a creature of habit and I'm stuck in my ways, so I don't know if me changing the days would benefit me. Healthy Trinity is a good probiotic. Good to know. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. Cashman. What was the light bulb moment that got you into being a YouTube creator? I always took a lot of videos. As most of you know, I have a channel that I started before this, which is like car-related stuff. It's pretty much dead now. I still would upload to it if I had time, but this channel really kind of takes the cake for my time suck. So my light bulb was I've always loved to create stuff, and I was never really that good at drawing. So I like the idea that I can make something, I can see something I want to make and record it and then edit it to look the way it envisioned in my head. And that was something that I was never able to do with drawing. I would see something I liked, but I couldn't recreate it because I wasn't that great at drawing. So to me, videos and digital creations, which is why I draw like the t-shirts and stuff, is because it gives me more creativity without hindering me because I'm not actually that physically artistic. And then I've always loved gadgets. So phones, computers, cameras, any excuse to buy a new expensive little piece of technology, I'm sold. So buying cameras and mics and lights and all kinds of stuff, it was this whole like adventure, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what started the YouTube creation, and then it just kind of snowballed and took on a life of its own. Cashman has 3 questions. So his next one is, at what point, how many videos did you create before you realized that Candor is actually a thing? See, I still don't necessarily think Candor is a thing. You know, comparatively to a lot of other YouTube channels or just crypto channels in general, I'm pretty not that. I mean, I've got a decent amount of subscribers, but like Crypto Zombies got a lot more. Ready Set Crypto, Lark, you know, all these people have significantly more followers than I do. So I'd have to say I'm thankful for where I've gotten, but I don't want to get too hard-headed and say like I think Candor is a thing. I'd say a moment that I was sincerely validated as a content creator was when I interviewed Charles Hoskinson. When he reached out to me, wanted to be on my channel, I was like, damn, okay, maybe I'm onto something. That was probably my light bulb moment. Who's your best friend as a kid? I moved around a lot, so it wasn't until I was about a sophomore in high school that I met my best friend, who is still my best friend, my female friend. That was probably around, I think that's like 14 or 15 when I met her, so that's probably would be my longest lifelong friend. YouTube is a mess. Yes, it is. Do you have a short temper? Claudio from the comments. I do. How can you tell? Mr. M, what is your favorite project besides Bitcoin or Ethereum? Also, which project do you think will grow the most in price? I won't speak on price because speaking on price is like trying to read the future. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a fortune teller, so I can't talk about price. I will say that I think Elastos is pretty amazing with what they're doing. I think that Cardano is pretty amazing. I love the fact that Cardano is all research-backed, so that's very important. I'd have to say I really like, honestly, again, I really like Library as a social media app. I think it's very useful. Yeah, I don't know. I can never remember. I always have to look at my portfolio. The problem is I don't look at prices that much anymore so I don't pay attention to what's going on. Oh, Horizon. That's another huge project for me that I love, which is the rebranding of Zencash. Yeah, that's probably it. And BlockNet. I like the technology behind BlockNet. Making interoperability amongst all of these giant crypto blockchain craziness, having them all be able to speak to each other and work in unison would be magical. And that's part of the reason why I like Block. Sweet shirt. Thanks, man. You have the same one. Did you get the same color, the baby blue? For those who don't know, I make t-shirts. I have a merch spot on my website, and I also have a Redbubble store. So if you like t-shirts, crypto-based t-shirts, they're pretty creative too. They're not just like the generic ones. I literally draw them on my iPad myself. So you can go on my website and check those out. Let's see. Do you think blockchain LLC is the next big thing? I mean, maybe. I don't really, never put much thought into that. Oh, you got dark green. Okay. How do you feel about VeChain? I haven't been following all of the FUD, if you will, but I think that supply chain, and I've said this before, from like an outside perspective looking in, VeChain and supply chain based blockchain projects make the most sense. Like it's the most to the point use of a blockchain I can think of. And obviously everybody's doing their own thing, but I mean, I don't see any reason why VeChain wouldn't be considered a good project. From Twitter, Satoshi Nakafomo. What would the world be like if it was entirely filled with male and female copies of you? Slightly neurotic, super type A, very anxious, and everybody would be talking all the time. I like compulsively speak. It's a wonderful habit. My friend Hanny, hi Hanny, asks, what part of your crypto Candor work in the past year are you most proud of? I'd have to say probably my collaborations. All like the live streams I've done. Although you'd never guess it, I actually have had social anxiety for the majority of my life, and I get very anxious in social situations. I don't mind streaming because I'm talking to a camera by myself. But in a live stream with other people, the first few times I did it, I was a nervous wreck, and each time after it got better. And I think all the connections that I've made with people in this space, like genuine human connection with people that I like talk and text and communicate with on a daily basis, that is the biggest accomplishment for me because I made real life connections out of an internet hobby, which I think is pretty remarkable. And that's kind of the coolest thing about crypto, I think, is it brings people from all walks of life, religion, I mean, everything, gender, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are. As long as you like crypto, then everybody seems to get along. Bezin, do you play any video games? I do. I actually am streaming on Twitch right now because I used to stream. I played Fortnite for a while. I played all the Black Ops. Growing up, I played like Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft, that kind of stuff. In the past year, you added various categories to your channel, participated in the token tank, and collaborated with various other YouTubers. What are your plans for the next year? What other content do you want to add to the channel? And who would you like to collaborate with if you haven't? Where did the token tank go? How many other initiatives are you working on? Okay. Here we go. That's a lot. So, what are your plans in the next year? My plans in the next year are continue doing what I'm doing. Don't burn out. Manage this and my job. Make sure that my content quality remains the same. To be honest, the goal is to find a way to monetize a bit among making content with other groups or projects or whatever to help maybe offset the job. And if I actually start making money from the channel, I might be able to leave my regular job and do this full time, which would be amazing. I don't know if I can accomplish that in a year, but that's certainly a lofty goal that I would put in place. So we'll see how that goes. What do you plan to add to the channel as far as content wise? I really love Crypto Daily's videos. I'm pretty upfront about that. I think if there was any content that I could add more of, it would be like maybe like news videos that were funny and it was like a little bit more me, because the biggest complaint I get from people who watch the channel is they think that I'm too uptight or too serious or too by the book, I guess. But you know, if I didn't make my review videos to the point and concise and quick, I think nobody would really want to watch them. So finding other content that I can make that also shows like who I am as a person would be cool, so that like, which is also part of the reason I made the Instagram, and I'll post pictures of like my normal life. It's Crypto Candor on Instagram if you want to follow me. You know, so all that stuff. It's trying to find new interesting ways to give you guys content that you actually like and I enjoy making. That's ultimately the goal. Who would you like to collaborate with that you haven't yet? I would love to get Vitalik on here. I would probably be starstruck and petrified, but that would be cool. I'd like to do a second interview with Hoskinson if he ever has time. Crypto Daily, I am in talks with him of some kind of creative content that we want to do together. That I am most excited about. If I make a video with Crypto Daily, to me, that's like I've peaked in crypto collabs. He's hilarious and intelligent and makes content that people love, and he's very good at editing in a way that we don't really have those skills. So yeah, that would probably be my favorite. Tupac or Biggie? Biggie, unfortunately. Where will Token Tank go? So as of right now, we're pausing Token Tank. The reason we're pausing Token Tank is because we had planned to do live shootings of the show in different conferences. A couple of conferences that we planned to go to got canceled, they got changed, whatever. So we got a little bit disheartened, and we didn't like the setup, you know, us using the streaming software and just showing all of our faces. We thought that it wasn't really what people wanted to see, and it seemed that people were bored. So we paused it because we just didn't see a kind of a point right now to continue doing it the way it is. Jack, please continue to harass Doug. That would be another amazing accomplishment if I could get him on the channel. Are there any other initiatives you're working on? I mean, I've got like a couple interviews in the works right now. I've got a couple reviews coming up. But other than that, it's just kind of trying to keep my head above water. To be completely honest, balancing a full-time job and doing this channel is extremely exhausting. That's part of the reason I do the bloopers too, is because I want to show you guys how much work actually goes into editing and stuff, so that you understand that like I'm not some like well-funded video producer over here. I'm just like an average person making videos and learning as I go. And honestly, every single solitary time I edit, something goes wrong, like all the time. I don't know how to say your name. Perosi, are you single? I'm not. Sorry, my friend. All right. In the last year, you went to a few events. What events do you have coming up, and will you be streaming at them? So, in the last year, I went to one in Philly, and I went to one in New York, and then I am booked to go to San Francisco next week, 2 weeks. I was going for, what the hell was the name of the conference? I can't even remember. It got canceled, so I'm probably still going to San Francisco with my boyfriend just for 5 days for the heck of it, because why not? I'm sad I'm missing, what is it? What's going on now? It's not Crypto CoinCon. That's the one I went to in Philly. World CryptoCon? Whatever's going on right now that Ken Bozak's at. That thing looks amazing, and I'm sad I'm not there. But, I mean, if I had planned better, I probably could have gone, but it is what it is. Vegas is overrated, to be honest. What do you think made the single biggest impact in growing your channel? Well, at first it was the Hoskinson interview, because I think it validated, again, the word validated my channel and gave people like the feeling of, oh, she must be somewhat decent if Hoskinson's going to go on our channel, especially because he's pretty outspoken when it comes to people criticizing him or being wrong. He has no problem putting somebody in their place. So it made me feel like that's probably part of the reason why my views and everything went up. And then after that, I don't know. I guess people just keep coming back because I'm consistent, but almost maybe consistent to a fault. Again, I'd like to get some more variation in what I make. If you guys ever have any suggestions about the types of videos that you'd like me to see, I can certainly try, so let me know. You continue. What nationality are you? I am Portuguese and Italian, and a small amount of like Irish, English, Scottish, German, a bunch of stuff. If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? Right now, it would probably be, this is going to sound super cliche, but I swear this is like a personal initiative, would be to decrease the amount of plastic in the ocean and or dial back climate change, because that's actually one of those things that personally, oh, there's a giant moth in my house. Personally, I've cut back using a lot of plastic. I use all reusable. I have metal straws. I use reusable bags. I try to buy stuff that's not in plastic containers. So cutting back climate change would probably be the one thing I would like to change if I could. What are your thoughts on the Lino blockchain? I don't have very much experience with it. I know I signed up for it so that I could use DLive, which I don't even know if that's streaming right now. So thoughts on Man? Thanks for being awesome, Alex. We're both Alex's, so thank you. Thoughts on Man? Don't know. Would you ever move to the West Coast? Yes. The small amount of time I spent in Los Angeles, I loved it. Geography is important to me, like the way places look. It's part of the reason I'm not a huge fan of Florida, because it's flat and everything looks the same. But Cali was different. Cali had hills, and it had changes in elevation, and it was pretty, and it the buildings, there was old buildings and new buildings, and it was cool. So I like that. Congrats on your 1 year. Enjoyed watching your channel grow over the past year. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. Check out our Insta for Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy would be my boyfriend. Oh, it is streaming on DLive. Cool. Good to know. Thank you. I should check that, actually. I wonder, where is it? DLive dashboard. Sweet. Cool. Thanks, guys. Got our Insta for Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy would be my boyfriend. Let's see. Turn that off. Okay. So, what has been your most popular merch item? My most popular merch item has been, I had to look it up. It was the NASA logo, and I put HODL in the center, and then the t-shirt that says, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you, and it's written in crayons, and it's got a Bitcoin symbol behind it. Those are the two most popular ones. What is the status of Candor coin? Did you exit scam? I made an ERC20 token called Candor coin, which actually, if you have, I can send you some, but if you have some and you're in my Discord, you can physically tip people. It's worthless, and I'm not developing it, and it's just a vanity token. But no, I didn't exit scam. Okay, let's see. Any questions in the chat? I could totally spam a gajillion questions right now. Have at it, myself. I'm going on to my admin. He's AJ in the chat, but he sent me an onslaught of questions that we're about to get onto, and his are creative. What are your thoughts? What does that say? Do I own Litecoin? No. Top 3 coins, Ethereum, Cardano, Elastos, Horizon, that's 4, whatever. It's my channel, my rules. What are your thoughts on many of these coins need to die in order for mass adoption to truly take place? I can't give you a number about how many coins need to go away for all, certain ones to get mass adopted. I can say that I do think we are going to have a purge. I mean, there's going to be little cultures and little coins and little subdomains of projects that maintain and stay. But ultimately, in order to be massive, I think there has to be an influx, a huge influx of new people, and also a prioritization of projects that are actually developing and doing something to kind of better the space. When are you going to give your fave admin that water bottle? Never. Okay, so my Discord admin, Frontloader, who's also AJ in the chat. First question out of 17 kajillion. If the whole world stops tomorrow, what do you want the rest of us to know about you today? That I literally don't stop moving. From the time I wake up, when I'm at work, I'm either at work, working my normal job, or I'm finding time to edit, or I'm doing research, or I'm communicating with people on Discord, or I'm responding to tweets or emails or messages, or collaborating with, Zombie and Lark and whatever, working on the newsletter. Speaking of, actually, I'm going to go get the links for that. If you haven't heard, the newsletter that I created, well, I didn't personally create it, as a group, Lark, Zombie, Danny from Crypto99, Heidi from Crypto Tips, Bitcoin for Beginners, a bunch of people, we all collaborated on, and we made this amazing newsletter that you get the first issue for free. Let's see, where am I going? Linktree. The first issue is free. If you like the first issue, you could subscribe and sign up, and if you sign up, it's $5 a month. So here's the first issue that's free. I want you guys to know. It's a website. Yeah, no, I know. That's the free issue. I know, I tweeted the sign-up link. I thought that the PDF file was going to be on the sign up link, but it wasn't. If you look in the comments, when I tweeted that link out, it also tweeted underneath it. That's the, what do you call it? And then this is the sign up page. Yeah, so sign up for that. We're going to be doing it every month. It's always going to be different people. I've got Mav from Ready Set Crypto who says he may want to write at some point. We've got, it's probably one of the more fun things that I've ever done because it gives you so much like creative authority to do whatever you want. So if the world stopped tomorrow, what would you want the rest of us to know about you today? Yeah, so I don't stop. I'm hyperactive, probably, would be the best one. Your plane just crashed on an island, and the performer of the last song you listened to is who you're stuck with now on the island. Who is it? Okay, give me a second. Let me open up my music app, and I can tell you. I hope nothing starts playing. The last song I listened to, the artist. Song history. Oh, Jesus. Oh! Selena Gomez. Not bad. I'll take it. You're on death row. What's your last meal? Death row, what is my last meal? There's this Portuguese soup that my aunt makes that I always ate growing up. It's like my favorite comfort food. It would probably be, honestly, just that and some really, really, really good Portuguese bread. That would be it. Favorite scary movie? I don't watch scary movies because I will sit the entire time like this and I think it's a waste. Are you a snowflake? I don't get the reference. You two-timing admin, yeah. Hey, I got a question. Look at BitBlaster. Okay. Do you like anchovies? I don't dislike anchovies. What's your thoughts on STOs? I mean, I honestly don't know like anything about STOs. I haven't kind of started that research tunnel yet. Congratulations on the 1 year. What do you think of Tron's 1 year in development and growth? Haven't been following Tron. I do know that they raised enough money to actually develop something, so I certainly hope that they do. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. What is he doing? Oh, you're blocking a bunch of people. Okay. I see it. How to get rid of whales? I don't know. Thoughts on using dominance charts for trading instead of fiat or crypto pairing? That's hard. I don't know. I don't really trade enough to give experience on that. I can tell you that not necessarily from dominance, but everything seems to be coupled with Bitcoin. So wherever the price Bitcoin goes, ultimately all the altcoins go that way anyways. Iron Maiden or Judas Priest? I don't listen to either of those. Favorite color? Purple. So that's why I like AJ already. I love Front Loader. Yeah. Front Loader and / AJ are the man. What's your sign? Chinese sign. Taurus Gemini cusp, because I'm May 22nd, so I'm like the day Gemini starts, so that makes me like on the cusp, which means I'm a two-headed bull, so that's interesting. Let's see. I don't know what my Chinese sign is. Oh, I think it's a horse, actually. Why don't you involve your boyfriend in your videos? Honestly, because he works more than I do. Maybe I'll live stream one day and make him sit here with me. That would be interesting. Thoughts on the market news? Bullish price is stagnant. I mean, eventually the market's gonna take off. It's just a matter of when. Thoughts on Engine? Engine's actually on my list of things to cover. I don't know too much about the project specifically, but I can tell you that their mobile wallet I use every day. I adore their mobile wallet. It's amazing. Okay. Next question from my admin front loader. If I told you that the day you uploaded the video of your motorcycle was... If I told you the day you uploaded your video of your motorcycle in 2 years that you would be a successful YouTuber, what would you tell me? You're lying, and also, why would I want to be a successful YouTuber? I'm just doing it as a hobby. Yeah. If you have one song to listen to for the rest of your life and it's not Paramore, which song is it? Can I do an album instead of a song? That still doesn't really narrow it down. God, I don't know. I like Incubus is really good, easy listening music. But I could do like a Selena Gomez album if I wanted to be ridiculous. I love Florence and the Machine. There's a giant moth. Oh man, I don't really know. How many wallets do you have? On my phone, I can tell you, hold on. On my phone, I use the Engine wallet for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I use the Trust wallets just to track my tokens. I think I have my tokens on the Engine wallet too. Give me a second. Let's see here. Yeah, actually I do. So I guess it would be the Ancient wallet. I also have O3, which is the Neo wallet for iOS. Apex wallet, because they tipped me a bunch of Apex after I did their video. And the Lisk mobile wallet, because I like to see when I get staking rewards. Let's see what else we got here. Why don't you buy? Okay, I already did that one. Star Wars fan? Not really. Do you think about blockchain LLC announcements? I don't know. I didn't know there was an announcement. Many of your fans will unsub the moment you show your boyfriend. Well, if they do that, then they can unsub and they shouldn't be subbed in the first place. I mean, I'm an internet YouTuber with a whole other life. I mean, you can't imagine that I'm going to meet somebody in the YouTube comments when I'm live streaming and be like, oh, yeah, let's get married. Did you ever try to hack? Do you have experience in hacking? No. Notes, just fine. British music for you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, that's a must. That would be funny. Okay, next question. You had this YouTube channel. How long have I been streaming? Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. You had this YouTube channel for 1 year. What's your outlook on the next year? So this is actually a question very similar to what Hanny asked me. Just keep chugging along. Keep doing what I'm doing, growing the channel. Hopefully, when the market picks back up, we have more viewers and we will see a growth in like subscribers and views and things like that. I really, really like making videos, but it also kind of stinks when I don't get views. Obviously, I don't do it for the views, but I like comments and feedback and discussing the video with people and being involved as like a whole community. So that's part of the reason why I have the Discord too, because I like talking to people. Speaking of, I'm going to drop the Discord link as well. Join my Discord, talk to me, keep me company. I'm in here pretty frequently, but yeah, hold on a second. I can't multitask for the life of me. Edit invite link. It never expires. Generate link, copy. Okay, here. Go join my Discord. Be my best friend. Yeah. Hey, you are awesome and pretty smart. Thanks, Omar. Those are the kind of compliments I'm looking for. Seriously, no. Thank you. Let's see. And having Alex just sitting there not talking, make this happen. Cashman. All right, I'll get Alex. I promise. Whenever I actually meet Alex in real life, I will maybe eventually make him stream with me or something, just so that the world can know. Heated discussion about which is the best Porsche. Yeah. Do you believe in human life on other planets? I don't necessarily want to tunnel vision it into human life. I think that there's life. Intelligent life would probably be a better question. I think there's probably intelligent life. The size of the universe is unimaginable, and I can't even pretend I understand the size of the universe, but I can tell you based on the feeling I think I get when I think about how big it is and how small we are. Like, simply being on a plane and looking down at the earth when you're flying makes you realize how absolutely tiny and ridiculous we are. So it's hard for me to believe in a universe that's this enormous that there's not somebody or something else out there. What food dishes do you prepare and suggest the most? So I actually get a meal delivery kit because I hate grocery shopping. I hate wasting time grocery shopping. I hate wasting time deciding what to cook. I hate wasting time buying groceries that eventually go bad because maybe I purchased too much. So I get the delivery kit Sunbasket, and it's improved my life. It's improved the way I eat. It's improved my eating habits in general because I actually eat more often and healthier because I have the food here. So I would say for me personally, what's worked the best is the meal delivery kits. I tried like HelloFresh and what's the other one? Blue Apron and stuff like that too, but I like Sunbasket better. Honestly, one of the major reasons is because they package with less plastic, but also because they have a lot of like foods that I wouldn't normally cook or make or try. So it gives me a good variation. If there's a crypto Candor con, are you and your favorite admin going to get matching tattoos the night of the convention? Absolutely. What kind of tattoo we'll get? Nobody knows. If yes to the tattoo question, where are we getting said tattoo? Wherever you want. I've wanted one like on this area because I got a couple, but that would probably be a place that I would get one. What is one thing that you can tell us that sounds like a lie but is actually true? Oh, okay. But can you cook well? Yes, I can cook well. I can't bake, but I can cook. I grew up cooking a lot as a kid. My whole family cooks, so I just cooking's just like one of those things that always made sense to me. Yeah, so one thing that you can tell us that sounds like a lie, but it's actually true. Sounds like a lie, but is actually true. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know if I've said this on the stream before. I've certainly said it in Discord. So 2 years ago, around Christmas time, 2016, I got really, really sick. I had pneumonia. And I ended up getting hospitalized and was in a coma for 5 days. So, and they put me to sleep in 2016. And when I woke up, it was 2017. So I was in the hospital for about a week and a half. About half of that was in a medically induced coma. So that sounds like a lie, but it's actually true. Let's see. Heated discussion about Porsches. Do you believe in human life on other planets? Answered that. Food dishes. Blah, blah, blah. Drake question. Altcoins decoupled from Bitcoin. Other markets selling. Do you believe that Pablo Escobar's brother said that he met Satoshi Nakamoto and showed him his passport? No, absolutely not. Hold. Do you mining? Masternodes or staking? I stake. I have 2 not Zencash. Horizon. I forgot their name. I have 2 Horizon masternodes, and I'm gonna have an Apex masternode. Yeah. So let's see. Well, what? I don't mine. I'd love to learn how to mine, but I don't know enough about computer tech and processing speeds and all that junk to understand. How often do you work out, exercise? That's a trick question. Never. I don't. Right now, I'm just very cautious about not eating like a complete slob because, quite frankly, Saturday and Sunday are the only days that I usually actually have some free time to myself. If I'm not spending most of Saturday editing a video ahead of time for the week coming up, the last thing I really want to do when I have free time is go to the gym. I'd rather hang out with my niece, see my boyfriend, sleep, watch a movie, something. So the gym, I used to go to the gym all the time, but not so much anymore. Be kind. What's the farthest away from home you've been? Farthest away from home I've been is Amsterdam. I just subscribed. Hi, welcome. The furthest from home I've been is Amsterdam. I was flying to Portugal when I was 21. No. How old was I? 18? I don't know. I was in college. Maybe I was 21. Flying to Portugal, whatever. And I had a layover in Amsterdam for about 4 hours, I think. So that was probably the furthest from home I've been. Do you ever get recognized outside of crypto meetups? No. I was actually at the Philly conference, and I was walking through the casino, and what is her name? Crypto Noob Girl, I think her name is. She's friends with the Crypto Basic Street or Basic Podcast, whatever the hell their name is. And she came up to me, she goes, "Oh my god, are you Crypto Candor?" And I got like all excited. And my boyfriend rains on my parade. He's like, "We're at a crypto conference. You make crypto YouTube videos. You can't get excited if somebody picks you out of a crowd now because, I mean, more than likely, most people are going to know who you are. It's like you need to get excited when you go into a public setting that's not crypto-based and somebody picks you out. I'm like, yeah, well, that's probably never going to happen unless crypto gets extraordinarily mainstream. Oh, somebody tipped me on DLive. Okay, hold on. Let me go look. Sorry about that. Where are the questions? Recent activities. I don't see any comments. Huh. Where... Donated, boss donated. I don't see comments, though. Damn. Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could see it, but I don't know how this even freaking works. Quite honestly, I'm surprised I'm even streaming over here. I didn't realize it was going to actually work. Can you do me a favor? Who's ever on DLive, who just sent me that question? Troll Dentist, can you take the question that you saw and post it in the chat here so I can answer it? You don't have to, but if you could, that would be great. Do you speak any other languages? No, I don't. My dad wanted me to only speak English and not have an accent so that people didn't know he was from another country. Favorite book or movie? My favorite book is the Harry Potter series, God's Honest. I love it. I also liked a lot of John Green's stuff. I mean, honestly, I've read so many things that it's hard to really keep. I used to read constantly before I got into crypto and YouTube in general. Let's see. Okay, go to your, let's see, my channel. Oh, I see the comments. Okay, here we go. Hey, how's it going? How's your day? I think she just remembered she was streaming here. Oh, really? Are you going to do more live streams on DLive? Okay, so to answer your question, boss, on DLive, I actually, the last time I streamed, I didn't set up the new DLive and the Lino wallet and all that stuff, so I couldn't stream, but I intended to. Every time I live stream, I always stream to DLive. I use the Restream website, so I stream to Twitter, DLive, Twitch, and YouTube, duh. So I'm always here. Yeah, so thank you very much for the tip. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are the best. This is actually way better looking than DLive, so that's pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. I will put this over here so that I can, oh, you know what I'll pop out the chat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, hold on 1 second here. Cool, cool, cool. They have a new partner sub program with 100 followers, easy for you. Oh, cool. Thanks, Troll Dentist. Let's see. The world goes to shit, and you can choose one vehicle. Which vehicle is it, and why is it the Land Rover D90 Defender? I actually Googled that before doing this video, and that would be a great car if the world went to shit. Coupled with maybe some like things to block the windows from zombies, and be all good to go. What are your thoughts on BitTube? BitTube's a bit clunky. I don't really like to use it. I used to use it, but I don't really like it that much. I cried while reading Looking for Alaska. Not going to read another one of his books. Blackwolf. Yeah, Looking for Alaska was rough. All of his books were like remarkably heart-wrenching, and I loved that. Again, I really need to go through. I used to have a Goodreads account, and I actually kept track of all the books I read, and I rated them because I'm a nerd. And I got to sign back in and see if I still have that account. But yeah, reading is fantastic, and I really should make more time to do that. Maybe I'll try to do that. We'll see. Name of the wind. I was like 15. Thank you, Alex. You are welcome. Name of the Wind is my favorite book. Actually, the sequel is. I've never heard of that one before. Congrats. Keep chugging. Thanks, guys. Are you still in Blocknet? I am still in Blocknet. I have my wallet open 24/7, staking. My wallet is open for Blocknet, Neblio, and Pivx. Those are my staking wallets right now. And Lisk, but it's delegated proof of stake, so you can keep it closed. Can you beatbox? I can't. How often do you check your Twitter during the day? Way more often than I'd care to admit. I have two. I have a political Twitter, which it's more like a personal Twitter. And then I have crypto Twitter. And I check it a lot. I check it a lot because I really actually like talking to everyone and interacting genuinely. I do it a lot. So because of that, I'm kind of addicted to being on it. That and Telegram and Discord. Those three I'm on the most for sure. Is there a chance your Goodreads account is linked to your Facebook account? Probably. Why? Does that mean that I've got hacked for privacy? I got nothing on there of value anyways. What do you think about Elastos QD? Well, could have done without the QD, gonna be honest. I think Elastos is a great project, and it's one of those projects that's like kind of really overwhelming as far as tech goes, so I can't really speak too much to that. Troll Dentist, what are your thoughts on Metaverse? Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that project. Do you play any musical instruments? I took guitar in high school. I liked it, but I didn't stick with it. I tried to teach myself piano, didn't work. And then I took singing lessons, and I didn't stick to that. But if I could choose anything, I would learn how to play piano and learn how to sing so that I could do both simultaneously. That would make my world. If I could like pick one thing to do, the snap of my fingers, it would probably be learn a language and be able to sing, honestly. Oh, Blackwolf. Yeah, no, I figured if you're asking me about Facebook was one of two things, because it would be easy to access and or there was a hack with the Goodreads app on Facebook and everybody's privacy was shot to shit. Let's see. What Telegram channels do you follow? Oh, I don't follow any specific Telegram channels. I just talk to people. Oh no, I'm not trolling him with my water bottle at all. Totally fine, guys. Crypto ceases to exist tomorrow. Do you start a channel about your career as a registered dietitian, or do you continue working at the hospital? If crypto ceased to exist, I would continue my car channel. That would be definitely what I would do. I would never do one about being a dietitian. I always say the reason why I'm good at being a dietitian and I don't burn out at my job is because after work, I don't do anything remotely close to what I do at work. There's a hair. Because if I did normal work at work and left and did dietitian stuff after work, that I would be a nightmare. I would not be a happy camper. So that's part of the reason why. Let's hear the singing voice. Oh, no, you don't want me to sing. Trust me. I said I like to sing. I never said I was good at singing. What she doesn't know is when we meet, I'm stealing it. Yep. Well, the good news is I'm going to hide it, Alex, so you can't have it. Thanks for all the donation of lemons, Troll Dentist. I don't know what that means, but I'm getting lemon and ice cream, and I think I like the new D-Live because they're giving me food. Next question. When you started your channel, did you think you would be on stage answering questions at a panel? Hell no! Again, wicked social anxiety. My heart was in my throat the entire time, and when I introduced myself, I was shaking for 2 reasons. 1, because I was nervous, and 2, because it was freezing in that building. Everyone that was cold. The people on the stage, the people in the audience, everyone was freezing. But I thought I was going to throw up, and I was just praying to God I didn't pass out. Once I got it over with, though, I was so extremely proud of myself and grateful for the opportunity. I think eventually I would like to do more speaking stuff. But the problem is like, I don't have a tech background. I don't have any like direct involvement with projects. I just do basic research on stuff. I don't know if I just don't feel like people start talking about mining or the technical aspects of a really important project. I could talk about adoption and why it's important, but I can't really give like much more insight than that. So I don't know. I always feel like I'd be out of place on a panel. Let's see. She's a savage. Thank you. Watch movies. Do you think your channel would improve if you were a full-time YouTuber? Black Wolf, I do. I think it would, specifically because I'd put out more content. With YouTube and most social media, that's my bird, sorry. If you can hear that bell, that's my bird. With YouTube and social media, you're only as good as your last post. At least that's the way I perceive it. And we live in a fast-paced culture that wants constant, instant gratification. And so, originally my plan was only to upload 1 video a week when I first started because my editing took so long, honestly, that it was and I was using a little MacBook laptop. But it was just really, really time consuming, and I didn't think I'd ever be able to do more than that. And now, like this week, I did 3 videos, which was like, would have never been possible in the beginning, albeit I did upgrade my computer. But I think if I had more time, I could make more content, and more content immediately equals an improvement in viewers and subscribers and engagement, and people will continue to come back to the channel, and people will retweet the video, and people will engage with the video, and more engagement equals more engagement equals more engagement. So yeah. And my bird is a conure. He's actually in a shit mood today, and he bit me, and I'm bruising, so that's fun. I am in the U.S. Thoughts on Cardano's project? Have you heard of Poet? I did. Poet was actually on my, not this most recent poll, the poll before this most recent one, and it didn't get a lot of points. It didn't get a lot of votes. I wanted it to win, honestly, because I'm interested in the project, but I heard some negative things that maybe they're not doing development as much as they should be. I'm just speaking from like hearsay. I have no actual knowledge of that, but that's what I was told. Let's see here. When life gives you lemonade. Wait, you mean when life gives you lemons, not lemonade? You may have answered this, but is YouTube your full-time job now? It is not. Still a registered dietitian, still working 40 hours a week at a hospital. I come home, normally record, edit, upload, or research, or live stream, or work on an article for the newsletter, or whatever. I mean, I'm always doing something. How long can you handstand? I don't know. I haven't done a handstand in probably 10 years. If you have a chance to get the book Life After Google, I will buy it and you'll read it. Okay, send it my way. Birds, Cosmo, what kind of bird? Blah blah blah. Conure. What's your favorite ABBA song? Don't know who ABBA is. Dancing Queen. Are you most comfortable in a tent, RV, or 5-star hotel? Well, that's really dependent on what my goal is. If I want to camp, a tent. You wouldn't want to be at a 5-star hotel and not have to drive all the way into where you want to go. Oh, Troll Dentist, thanks for the awesome tips, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, so, I mean, ultimately a hotel. I'd like to eat, and I like good food, and hotels usually have nice restaurants and so on. So, yeah, got hair everywhere. Whatever happened to your WRX you were working on? It's almost completely swapped over to the other car, but I haven't gotten around to it. What happened was I had an S4, and I was trying to focus on selling the S4, but I needed to get my Honda Civic back on the road because that was my daily. And my priority was get the Civic back on the road, sell the Audi, and then focus on the Subaru. And I got the Civic back on the road. I sold the Audi 2 weeks ago, and now I'm going to focus on the Subaru. Well, we'll see. Probably come springtime because now it's already getting cold up here. Hey, live is good for you. Hey, thanks. Are you most? Oh, we already did that one. Whatever happened to do you use cannabis? I don't. It gives me anxiety. Do you have a big appetite? I do. I eat a lot. Good night, Alex and Crypto Candor. Good night, Mr. Bitcoin. When you go bowling, how come you don't use the bumpers? Because it's way more fun to be terrible and then complain about it. They're making a biopic about you. Who plays Crypto Candor? Damn, that's a good question. I don't know, man. Do I race? No. I mean, I used to race when I was young and impulsive and stupid on like the highway and stuff, but I don't do that anymore. I did autocross once, which was cool. And sometimes I go to the track, but I don't personally race on the track. I just know people that race on the track. The Subaru is amazing in the snow. My car was like, I had snow tires on it, and you could literally not stop me from going places. It was pretty amazing. Hey, Sandra Bullock, that's a good comparison. Thank you. That's a compliment. I don't know who would play me though if the biopic. Honestly, can we know your portfolio? I mean, sure. Let's. I'll go from top to bottom here. Ready? Well, I got a donation from Apex that went up, so it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, Apex, Horizon, VeChain, Elastos, Cardano, Neo, Lisk, Blocknet, Pivx, Library, Icon, Stellar, Kin, Seal Network, Neblio, Basic Attention Token, Nano, Ethos, and VeChain Thor. Now, some of these are like donations. Like a lot of all the Neblio was a donation. The Nano, most of that was a donation. I don't think anything else. Some of the Pivx and some of the Blocknet were donations, but nothing else. Everything else I bought. Oh, just kidding. Some of the Horizon was a donation too. Yeah. That girl from the singing movies. Jeff, if you mean Anna Kendrick, I'm going to lose my mind. Yes. Have you ever been in jail? No, I have not. I build sprint cars. We can make some Subi parts on the side. Word? All right, Francis, hit me up. Anna Kendrick is my girl. Man, Johnny with all the friggin' diamond tips and D-Live. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I love that I'm getting tips on D-Live. That's really cool. Can you store all that in one wallet? No. You can't store that all in one wallet. I have obviously all my ERC20s on my... Almost all my stuff is on my Ledger, but I was just reading off from my Delta app, pretty much. What is one instrument you've always wanted to learn to play? Kind of touched on this before. Piano and singing. If AJ's Alex, is AJ Alex? Yeah, AJ is also Alex and I'm also Alex. So, yeah. If you were to start all over making YouTube videos, what would you get right away that you might not have had? Do you mean what would I get right now that I didn't have when I started, but I'd buy because I have experience? This computer. No holds barred. I love everything else that I have, but this computer, this iMac, has blown away my ability to edit. And even still, sometimes I have some issues, but it's light years better than my MacBook Pro, which took me quite literally, by no exaggeration, days to edit videos. So this is huge. I'm moving my seat here. What is the waspiest thing you've witnessed while living in Connecticut? Night, Blackwolf. See you later. The waspiest thing I've witnessed while being in Canada, well, I can say at work, I get a lot of waspy people because of the demographic just of people that are served there. The waspiest thing probably would be, I had a woman at one point who was very, very ill because she was detoxing. She had a substance abuse problem, and she got very upset and demanded to see me because she wanted to request vegan and gluten-free food items because she's very health-focused, and she couldn't come see me because she was so nauseous and sick where she was that she had to cancel the appointment. So the waspiest thing would be someone who has an issue with substance abuse getting upset that they don't have access to gluten-free and vegan food. Yeah, because they're worried about their health. That's why they have a substance abuse problem. Yeah, blows my mind sometimes. What's your favorite day of the year? Holidays excluded. Favorite day of the year? Holidays excluded. I don't really know. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite day of the year. I like May 4th because I like all the May the 4th be with you jokes. I like the days that have like the stupid memes associated with them because I get a kick out of it. Thoughts on Anchor Network? I think it's a really cool project, but I think they pushed back the release maybe because of how bad the market is. I'm not sure. Crypto Zombie is Crypto Candor's boyfriend. He's not, actually. We're both in our own relationships. But thanks. What do you do to make some of that? What do you do to make some of that fiat? I have a full-time job that I work 40 hours a week. Watching the game and listening to Alex is great. Thanks, Claudio. I appreciate it. Yeah, so actually, those are all my questions that I have written down. Yeah. Does anybody else have anything to ask? What kind of car do you drive? Well, now I drive a 2000 purple Honda Civic because it is cheap to insure, cheap to pay for gas. It is good on gas. It's a great car for me to commute to and from work. And honestly, it's like my anti-anxiety car. I get in it. I don't owe any money. I don't have to worry about how expensive it is to repair. I don't have to worry about putting miles on something that I'm trying to sell. I just sold my 2012 Audi S4, and I have a totaled Subaru in my driveway. But the Civic I'm going to chill with for quite a while. And then eventually, maybe in the spring, I'm going to I'm going to buy a nicer, newer car. But right now I'm just going to woosah and hang out with the Honda because the car is my gift. Zombie is pretty cool too. Zombie is the coolest. All those guys are. I have to say that I'm genuinely impressed by the people that I've met in this space because they are pretty awesome, actually awesome, real human beings. Let's see what else we got here. Cameo of Oliver. Let me see if I can get him over here. Psst, come here. Come here. No, he's not getting up. Yeah, he's asleep in his bed. I got him a heating pad to put under his dog bed, and now he is glued to his dog bed. I don't really blame him. Let's see. Favorite Netflix show? Well, I definitely just recently binge watched all of New Girl. I love New Girl. That's great. I'm trying to think of what. I tried to get into Ozark. I couldn't really. Let's see. Are you invested in any ICO in this bear market? No, I haven't really been into the ICO thing. Let's see if I can go on Netflix and see what I've watched recently, because my memory is so bad. My memory is so bad because I do too many things at once, I think. What have I watched recently? I watched the Chappelle comedy special on HBO on Netflix. Amazing. P.S. If you haven't seen the Netflix film After Party, very funny. Grey's Anatomy, one of my favorite shows. And I love murder series. So like the whole series about a murderer, basically. Why they murdered, who they murdered, whatever. Explained is another good one on Netflix too. And Dirty Money, I liked. Altered Carbon. Yeah, Black Mirror, it was hard for me to get into that too. The weird social construct of the show made me feel, it was like freaky, so I just didn't want to watch it. He's a diva. He's not a diva. The tattoo on your right arm, what does it say? Can you see? I can't even see if you can see. I've got it. This is covering it. Hold on. This is covering it now too. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. All right. It says joie de vivre, which means joy of life in French. It's a personal reminder to always be happy and also to try to kind of live in the present, because I have a tendency to, I'm always physically wherever I am, but mentally I'm 1,000 miles away doing 1,000 different things. So I try to, like, you know, joy of life, be present, happy, whatever. I don't like Adam Sandler films, actually. All right, well, I don't know, guys. That's pretty much it on my end, I think. If you guys don't have any more questions, then... Oh, thanks for tweeting me, Troll Dentist. It's pretty awesome. Cool. All right, so, yeah. The difference between currency and money. Currency would be whatever people are willing to trade for goods or services, and money, to me, money is physical paper money. Currency doesn't necessarily mean money. It just means a gateway of transfer of assets, kind of, sort of, maybe. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so one more time before I go. Here's the first, oh, wait, what am I doing here? Where's my chat? There we go. Before I go, guys, this is the free edition, the free first issue of the Blockchain Brief, which is a newsletter that I'm writing for with Lark and Zombie and Heidi from Crypto Tips and Danny from Crypto 99 and Kevin from Bitcoin for Beginners and Julian from Game Theory Group and Nathan from what used to be Cryptonauts, and he's now with Altcoin Buzz. So yeah, and then this is the sign up. If you want to sign up under my name, I get $2, $2.50 every time somebody signs up, and you get an issue every month. On the first of every month, we will be promoting content of all kinds. So yeah, cool. All right. Gold and silver are money. Fiat is currency. Really? Huh. Strange. Okay, well, yeah. As AJ said, mahalo, and I will see you guys next time. I've got a video planned, not promised, planned 2 videos next week, so we'll see. Thank you for joining me for my 1-year stream. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for everything, guys. You rock. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.